Hello everyone, this is the second video for the cribbage board Mastercam tutorial. In this lesson we'll be going over how to add the horizontal lines. You will need the tutorial to help and assist you during this process because all the information will be found there. Now, this process needs to be done after you have created the rectangle. So if you haven't done adding the rectangle, that needs to be done first. So to add the horizontal lines, we're going to go to the main toolbar. We're going to select create. We're going to go down one to find a line, and then we're going to scroll over and hit endpoints. This will open up some more features here. We got some highlight areas in which we're going to plot some points. So in our tutorial, there's going to be three separate groupings. Some have the same numbers, some do not. So we will show you, in addition to changing some numbers, how to lock in that value so it does not change. So for the first 8 lines of 9, all the X values are going to be 3. So we're going to hit 3, enter. Now to lock that value in place, you're going to use your mouse and left click on the letter X, and this box will now turn red. There we go. Now 0 is going to be for Z, so that's already there, so let's lock that in. The angle is also going to be 0 because we want it to be horizontal, and the length of the line for the very first 3 in the tutorial says that it is 11.5. So we'll add that, and then we'll lock that in place because I don't want that to change every single time. The value that we will be changing every single line is going to be the Y. So we're going to look at the tutorial, find line number 1, and it's going to be decimal 625. Once you have entered this in, hit enter once. You will notice on the screen now, you'll see a very faint teal line. Hit enter again, and now it'll turn dark blue. That means that line has been added into the program. Line number 2, again, it will always share the X, Z, the length, and the angle. So we are just changing the Y. So for the second line, it's going to be 1. Hit it twice, and that's enter. Locks it in place. And the last one for group number 1, the Y is going to be 1.375. Enter twice, and you'll see that line stick. Now for group 2, we are going to change the line length. So we're going to click inside the length of the line, and the tutorial states it wants it to be 10.25. So we will change that, and we'll still keep it locked in. And then we go back to the Y. So line number 4, which is the first one in group number 2, it wants it to be 2.125. Again, hit enter twice, and you'll see it on your screen. We're going to repeat that process all the way to line number 8. So line 5 is 2.875. Enter twice. Line 6, 3.625. You'll notice it is repetitious, but again, make sure you are inputting the correct numbers, please. Otherwise, this will not work out. Line 7 is 4. And last, for group number 2, is 4.375. Now, we are missing the center line, and the center line we are going to have to change some other lines, so that's why it's in its own group. So X we are going to change, so if you click inside there, the tutorial states that line number 9, which is going to be the center one, is going to be decimal 5. Okay? The line length, which is right here, we're going to change that value to 12.75. And last but not least, we are going to change the Y to 2.5, which should place this in the middle. And there we go. So now we have all 9 lines. Very important to get out of this feature, you're going to hit enter and escape, which will get us out of the endpoints line feature. Please, after you're done something and you've done some work, it's always good habit to save it. So we already have a file name, So we're not doing save as, we're just going to hit the save button. And just in case you're wondering, there's also a quick reference feature here. You just click on this little disk, old floppy disk, and that will also save it as well. So that concludes on how to create the horizontal lines. Wish you good luck, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.